Pokemon is the second best selling video game franchise behind what? Is it A, Tetris, B, Mario, C, Call of Duty, or D, Grand Theft Auto?
I already know this one. A game that came out that for a while now, trailers of the game or gameplay footage was circling social media and people were calling it Pokemon with guns.
When you originally told me Pokemon with guns, I thought I was going to see Pikachu coming out with the blicky.
And the game is definitely not Pokemon. This is not a Pokemon clone. It's not. It might definitely have Pokemon influence and might be inspired by Pokemon mania in a sense, but there is nothing Pokemon-y really about the gameplay. I'm picking Hitmonchan.
Oh, okay.
As my Mr. Chan. Elemental punches, baby. Gotta have them type advantages.
Salute.
I'm all about coverage.
I clearly, you must have been the annoying motherfucker in the battle.
I'm the resident Pokemon master for a reason, my friend.
It's been a long time coming, but we know nerdy by nature gonna come. What's going on, people? It's your boy Macky O M Yo yo, and I'm here with my good brothers. We got the razor sharp assassin and the clipper on Shawny B. We also got the Hook Kage, the Black Kage, aka Salt and Pepper, Crispin, and Badman forward, Badman pull up, Badman forward, Badman Johnny, Badman forward, Badman pull up, Badman Shawny in the building, and we are the Nerdy by Nature boys. Welcome to episode 90. To you.
What up, That's a new number.
That's a new number, 92.
92.
Welcome to episode 92. I appreciate you guys for coming out. Make sure you sub to the channel.
Yes.
Did I get that right? Sub to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, all that other stuff. You feel me? Because we need you guys to do that.
Stick around,
right? And we got some new content. We got some gameplay videos popping up. We got some news reports that are coming. Excuse me, commentary, not news reports. We got some commentary coming out. We got a lot of things coming out. We got some arguments, some debates. You know, do you believe that One Piece has arcs or sagas? That's going to be on the Nerdy by Nature podcast.
All those people in the comments of that video, bro. Listen, you are correct. Okay, yes, it is a saga, but One Piece, I think, is the only anime that does the saga thing. Other
animes have done it.
They do. Like One Piece might be the one that just has mad arcs in their freaking sagas.
One Piece, and maybe like Pokemon. What else?
Well, Dragon Ball.
They refer to Dragon Ball arcs.
Oh, okay, Dragon Ball. Yeah, you're right. All right, okay. Say no more. My bad.
Especially the Cell Saga has a few different story arcs in it.
Right.
But correct, you guys are correct. All right, so please don't kill me in the comments anymore.
Kill him in the comments. I let you do that.
Keep killing him.
Fuck that nigga.
Anyway, Shawny is correct. We have a lot of things coming for you in this new year. This is like the first podcast episode we've done in like a month. I think even more than
the first podcast of the year.
It is also the first podcast episode of the year. Yeah,
first podcast episode of the year. So we also have something, because I know March Madness is coming up in March. Of course, it's called March Madness for a reason. We have our own anime March Madness that we are going to do then. So please tune in for that. Please tune in for that. We beg of you, please. But yeah, I think that's it for me. Oh, I said welcome to episode 92.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What are we doing today, guys?
I think Shawny knows. What's up, Shawny?
So we're gonna have a conversation about the Pokemon killer that's showing up on the market, and just to get us
literally a Pokemon killer.
Yeah, let's get a Pokemon killer.
What murder?
And you know, I'm all for somebody breaking the monopoly on Pokemon stores.
Facts.
So to start our topic, we're gonna start with some trivia. So, gentlemen, first question is: how many members are part of the Squirtle Squad? Is it A, 8, B, 6, C, 5, or D, 7? Please raise your hand and give your letter. Again, that is A for 8, B for 6, C for 5, D for 7. And go.
7.
Okay, Macky.
5.
John?
Yeah, I was gonna say 5, but I'll say 6 just to not say the same answer. I don't know.
I mean, you could have said the same as him. Is that your final answer?
Yes, sir.
I think it's 5.
7.
And the answer is C for 5.
Yes, sir.
There we go.
All right, nobody's been paying attention. Okay.
Fuck
All right.
you.
You guys forget I got the Squirtle Squad. Remember that?
You do have. That's a cheating. That's a cheating question, man. That's some bullshit.
Well, it's not a camera.
I was trying to count them like in my head because I don't have the pin in front of me. I'm like, crap.
All right. Question number 2. Pokemon is the second best selling video game franchise behind what? Is it A, Tetris, B, Mario, C, Call of Duty, or D, Grand Theft Auto?
I already know this one.
Okay. Crispin.
I'm gonna say Mario.
Okay. Macky.
Tetris.
Okay. John.
Yeah, the answer is Tetris. It's the highest selling
Tetris
game
is
of
the
all
highest
time.
selling game of all time.
Yeah.
All right.
See, guys, I'm not a gamer.
This was actually a trick question because when I searched the trivia, they had the answer as Mario, but when I went to go research it, it was actually Tetris being the highest.
So you're both correct.
Yes, because Tetris is number 1, Mario is number 2, and then Pokemon is number 3.
Oh.
But for some reason,
but you said behind. Damn,
second behind. Yes, but
The
again,
context.
the original answer was Mario, but when I researched, it was also Tetris. So that one, either one was correct.
Oh, okay. I see.
I threw.
Still got a good answer.
Grand Theft Auto. What it was just a little,
Hell no.
You never know.
Even
No,
though
you said Call of Duty.
Call of Duty was crazy.
Call of Duty was a good try. It was a good try. All the stands out there are gonna go for Call of Duty.
There's no way Call of Duty didn't sell more than Pokemon. Watch.
do your research, buddy.
All right, now for our final question. Who was the first Pokemon ever designed? Was it A, Pikachu, B, Bulbasaur, C, Charmander, or D, Rhydon? Okay,
Charmander.
I'm going with that one.
Yo, I done fucked it out. Charmander. We all going Charmander.
No.
Okay.
I know the answer to that one.
Macky?
I'm going Pikachu. I'm going Pikachu.
Charmander. Okay. Crispin has Pikachu. Macky has Charmander. John?
Charmander for sure. That's my guy.
It was Rhydon.
Okay, the answer.
I knew it was gonna be Rhydon. I just wanted to that nigga was random as fuck. Like that's the randomest name to throw in that bitch.
All the starters and then
all the starters been Rhydon. Like who the fuck is Rhydon?
Because if you think about it, it's funny because Bulbasaur is the number one Pokemon in the Pokedex. Charmander was the mascot for Pokemon Red, which is what America saw with next to Charizard and next to Blastoise. So naturally, people would think that would be it, and then Pikachu.
Pikachu's just the mascot.
The mascot, exactly.
Right on Pikachu just because it's Pikachu. But I knew it was gonna be Rhydon though.
In a lot of the earlier Pokemon games, there were like generic statues of like Pokemon, and they were all Rhydon. Like they were all Rhydon sprites.
Oh, that is facts.
They definitely just reused the same sprite all the time.
They're like,
it was Rhydon.
Yeah, it was Rhydon.
It was Rhydon.
You guys are right.
Okay, I guess John is our trivia winner for the week.
Yeah,
the resident Pokemon master. I've told you this.
Somebody keep a score. John has won the number one trivia.
Revere me and my Pokemon goodness.
Clearly,
make another chat. Put a trivia chat in there.
You and they have chats. We have too many chats. We have like
no, good.
One group. We don't need that many chats.
It's better though because it's separate. If you don't need to talk in that chat, you don't need to talk in it. But yo jodo mucho, sí.
Everybody has a chat to help them. But back to our topic. So Palworld was released on the 19th? I think it was 19th, recently. Yes. The 19th. I think PC. Yes, happy birthday to Macky and Angel. They both have the same fucking birthday.
Yeah, crazy.
As well, and my girl's little brother has the same exact birthday as well. Jesus,
we're all the greatest.
I don't know what is going on that day.
And that's also Mac Miller's birthday.
R.I.P. Mac Miller.
R.I.P. Mac Miller. Shit. Damn, it's a lot of birthdays on the same day.
A lot of birthdays on the same day. It's a cool day.
Yeah, but so this game Palworld came out.
I'm sorry, continue.
Anyway, Palworld was released recently for the PC for them to try out, and this shit's doing numbers.
Yeah, I was looking at that today. Like Palworld's definitely.
What are the numbers looking like? I saw something like.
So I think it was like 5 mils, give or take.
5 mil in one day, nigga.
It's nuts. I just want to give the audience a little bit of background. If you're not entirely sure what game we're talking about, there was a game that was teased.
There's no way that they're not sure what game.
Listen,
no, some people really don't know, bro.
If you're really not up on it, because it just kind of came out of nowhere. But a few people knew about it ahead of time and were playing it before it like fully, released. Even though it's not even
fully
released. It's still in preview mode.
Yes.
But there's a game that came out that for a while now, trailers of the game or gameplay footage was circling social media, and people were calling it Pokemon with guns.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you ever saw anybody talk about this game in any capacity, it was always Pokemon with guns. And this is a game that has a lot of Pokemon-esque designs to its monsters and creatures. But it is a game that definitely has guns and a whole bunch of other things too. So,
but let's clarify.
You can finish. I just wanted to
no. So I just wanted to clarify one thing, because when you originally told me Pokemon with guns, I thought I was going to see Pikachu coming out with the Blicky.
Pikachu with the Blicky is crazy.
They have that big yellow,
the big
bear
Electabuzz looking
mouse looking thing that he's firing a damn machine gun.
Exactly, but when I saw it, to me, it literally looked like Fortnite, and they added in their own Pokemon sprites. And looking deeper into it, is like you have to build, like that shit was mad in depth. Like you can build your own like base camp setup, and then you can have like a factory line to manufacture like potions to keep your Pokemon, or you can make a garden inside to be able to feed your Pokemon. I keep saying Pokemon, your pals,
bro,
your pals berries. So it's just kind of like they took the concept of Pokemon and flipped it on its ass, and everybody's losing their shit. And when you kind of look at it, it has a lot of Fortnite-esque features, which makes sense as to why it's getting the praise and how it's doing so well so fast. Just to end it off, like it's very weird to me, but I'm at this like I said earlier, I'm the type of person where if it puts pressure on Game Freak to stop their bullshit and put more effort into this shit, I'm all for it. So I wanted to hear your thoughts on this.
I definitely don't think Game Freak will give a flying shit about this game, and I will tell you why. There's a little bit of controversy that's surrounding the game. A lot of people think majority of the controversy is about the fact that it looks like a lot of the character models for the monsters are just straight up like ripoffs of Pokemon designs, and in some instances that I've seen, they kind of might be.
They're very close.
But the main issue, not even the fact that the game is in like beta still and all that other stuff, but the main issue is that people are upset that there is a very, 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 very large possibility that majority of this game was AI generated. So the developer for this game has developed a game previously that uses AI generation as the gameplay. Like you are playing a game that allows you to just create whatever you want. It's not like something you could save on a computer or use it to make other things. It's just for the game's sake. But, so that they have a lot of experience already with AI generated content, and they mentioned that a lot of the assets that they used for the game in like an interview somewhere, please don't quote me because I don't have all of the information, but they went on record to talk about how they purchased assets to make the game. So the developers were not sitting there coding all of, you know, the trees and the mountains and all that stuff. They bought a lot of that stuff. It's very generic. It's very put together. There's a lot of AI stuff that's happening where, you know, the game is kind of playing itself in some instances when you're doing things. I got a chance to play it because it released on Game Pass recently. Shawny, did you get a chance to check out this title at all? Or have you just been seeing what everybody's talking about recently?
No, so it was funny because my my line brother messaged me last week Thursday and was like, because we wanted to play Tiny Tina's Wonderlands and I wasn't available for Friday, and he's like, oh well, we could download Palworld. I'm like, what the like Palworld? That's the Pokemon with guns game? He's like, yeah, like it's on Game Pass.
Oh, something happened to Shawny.
About it at that point, I had
Shawny,
a busy
hold
week.
up for 1 second because there was a moment where you froze.
Yeah,
we lost you for a second.
No, so, I'm back.
If you could backtrack for us, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, so basically, long story short, I spoke to my line brother. He invited me to play. I didn't have time this weekend, so I just looked into a 20-minute video on YouTube, just kind of looking at the mechanics and whatnot, and the gameplay and everything, and just trying to get a feel for it. So, and I've been looking, and I've been on Twitter all day. It's been everywhere. So
I definitely played it for like a little more than an hour, and I hated every minute of it. So going into this game, I had weird expectations, not high expectations, just weird expectations. Like there was a part of me that was being very cynical because I wanted this to be a Pokemon clone. I wanted to go into this and just be like, yeah, fuck Game Freak for what they did with Scarlet and Violet. They ruined my life. I'm going to play this game because I'm going to get back at Game Freak for what the hell they did to us last year. And then I turn on Palworld and the game is definitely not Pokemon. This is not a Pokemon clone. It's not. It might definitely have Pokemon influence and might be inspired by Pokemon Mania in a sense, but there is nothing Pokemon-y really about the gameplay. Like this is definitely a survival game. And it's a game where you are searching for materials, you're crafting everything that you need, and you're moving from there. You're starting with nothing, and then you're building everything. So like for people that play games like Ark Survival and stuff like that, like this is probably something you might really enjoy, because from what I was looking at, the crafting mechanics and like kind of how some things do their own thing is easier than using, you know, like some of those other games. Like it's an easier user experience, but I didn't find it to be very easy because I don't play survival games like that. Like I don't really like games that make you craft everything. I don't like farming games. I don't like those long, tedious, you know, like you need to do everything kind of game. So when I boot this game up, I'm thinking I'm gonna choose a pal, maybe go out in the world and battle other pals like I would if this was a Pokemon game. But you literally are just a guy in a loincloth and the fucking game starts. You got a little tiny box in the corner that gives you a small checklist of shit to do. Craft this, craft that, make this, make that. There is no like, okay, here's how you do it. Here's what you should look for. Here's how to understand what you're going to be doing in the game. There's nothing. There's literally just, here's an open world. Go have fun. Go make some pals. And then I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, I got to make the bench, because you got to make the workbench so you can use the workbench to craft your other shit. But then you're like, all right, I can't craft shit because I don't have supplies. Now I got to go look for supplies. Oh shit, there's pals. They don't bother you. If you bother them, then they fuck with you. And you could just walk up to a pal, punch him right in the face. You could just punch him right in the fucking face. And like, so like the first thing I did was I walked up to like a lamb ball or something like that. It was called. It was like, it looked like a wooloo. Right, it looked like a little sheep, little round sheep, and I punched him right in his face. And that was it. And then they all start attacking you after that. And then like, all right, cool. I figured out how to make their stupid pal ball, whatever it was. It was like a sphere. It was like a little magical sphere. I figured out how to make it. You have to mine for palladium. I'm like, all right, cool, fine. I'm gonna look for these glowing rocks. I'm gonna whack them with my axe, and I'm gonna collect the materials, and I'll make the shit. And then you capture the pals, and then like that's it. Like it'll do shit for you. It'll help you build stuff. If you want it to attack other pals, it'll attack other pals. There's no like battle sequence. There's no like RPG battle sequence. Like literally, if you want to battle a pal and you want to weaken it before you're gonna fight it, you have to fight it. Like you have to fight it.
Yeah,
you
like
literally
you gotta shoot it up.
Doof, until you craft a gun, and then you and that's what the game is. So like you're creating like a whole fucking world, empire, factory of shit that they show you. You can craft and do and explore, and I guess there's like multiplayer stuff where you meet other players and you can do different things and whatnot. But you have to like to build all that stuff. You have to like to spend time in those creation games. You play Minecraft, you play all that other stuff. It's cool. But as somebody who did get the chance to play this game, I have not deleted a game off of my Xbox so fast in my life. As soon as I was done playing it, I said, all right, well, I'm never playing this again. And I deleted it.
I know a game that you deleted faster.
Which game did I delete faster? Remind me, please.
MLB The Show.
MLB The Show. You're right. I did delete MLB.
He was mad confident about that too.
You're right.
I know that.
Good memory. No, good memory. You got me.
We both said we were gonna get that game day one when it dropped on
Game Pass. Yeah.
And we both immediately, after the first pitch, we said, "Get this shit the fuck off my system, taking up space."
At that moment, I realized like the sports games are just not for me, especially a baseball game. I don't know. But anyway,
I don't know why you would try a baseball game, bro.
Because I was trying to, be a better gamer. Try a little bit of everything.
Not in baseball games, bro.
I said, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna try. It's the first time. It's the first time baseball been on MLB The Show been on Xbox. I'm gonna give it a try. That was why.
Sure. It was free. It was free.
The spirit of Game Pass took over me. Okay.
No, for sure. I mean, you're paying for Game Pass. You might as well. But just to bring this back to Palworld. So from what you guys are talking about, thank you, John. We appreciate your rant. But from what you guys what I've seen is this kind of is like Fortnite.
Mm-hmm. It looks like it looks like Fortnite, essentially, with the concept of you maneuvering with your gun and having to shoot the bonds. I can't stop saying it. The pals. And essentially, you collect the pals, and I think you can only have one out at a time. And each pal could have like passive abilities that'll help you in the battle. Like each pal is specified. So a pal could help you capture other pals. A pal could help you gather more materials. Another pal could help you acquire more resources. Another pal could beef up your defense. So it just really depends. It's a little bit more strategic in that sense. It looked more like Arceus.
Kind of.
That's I would argue that was like Game Freak actually trying to switch up the routine, and a lot of people really liked it. And I'd like to see a little bit more of that and whatnot. So like that's what I got from it. I think for me, the reason why it's doing so well is one, it's free, so you're naturally going to be able to just go and try it out. Two, it's very Fortnite-esque, so if you have the kids who like Fortnite, they're naturally just going to go try this thing out. And three, it kind of reinvents the wheel, not of Pokemon specifically, but just more so of the fact that it's something new and it's Pokemon-esque. And a lot of these new kids naturally they'll come into Pokemon, but when you think about it, Pokemon, we have 1,000 Pokemon right now, Mm-hmm. Having something for the new generation to kind of start and make their own way with and grow with is not necessarily a bad idea. We haven't seen something like this in a while. Like the last thing I can remember that was similar to this type of thing, which you could argue was a Pokemon clone, quote, would have been something like Monster Rancher. You know?
Yeah, because it's like a monster, themes.
Yeah.
It was also like Tem. Everybody talks about Tem.
Yep.
That's like the Pokemon clone. There's a few attempts. Would you consider Digimon to be a Pokemon clone?
No.
Digimon
is older.
Digimon 1 is older. 2, Digimon is a lot more if you watch the remakes of the OGs, Digimon was always meant to be more mature than Pokemon and whatnot. That deals with life and death and all these concepts that Pokemon kind of shies with. Pokemon was just very kiddie. Digimon was like, nah, like you need to watch it as an adult to really truly appreciate what was going on. Digimon could digivolve, but they never stayed in those digivolve forms. They would come back, and not for nothing, Digimon was about a group of kids that got fucking locked and lost in isekai into the Digimon
like
world.
Bitch.
You know, there wasn't about a fucking 10-year-old kid who was trusted to go walk across the world and collect Pokemon
by himself.
It's still kind of crazy if we really
if we really want to get into it, like that shit would not fly today. That is child
endangerment.
Okay, I'm gonna give my couple of sentences.
And now he's with a 16-year-old girl and a 22-year-old man. It's kind of crazy. I'm talking about blocking.
I know.
All right, hold on. We gotta mute up because we about to go off.
I'm not gonna go off. I just think we're comparing it. Oh, not we. You guys are comparing it to the wrong two games. I think it's more of a Minecraft than Pokemon game.
Mm-hmm. John mentioned that.
Mm-hmm. No, John said it, but they've stuck to what's it called?
I say more like Ark Survival. Oh. If you know about that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think the game is actually really interesting, and I know why John didn't like it, because he was expecting it to be more like Pokemon.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, he was expecting it like the battle scenes and all that stuff, and I think they did it purposely not to be more like Pokemon because they wanted to step away. Even though we have a sphere that captures Mons, Mons that you could collect, I could ride around with 5 of them. I could, you know what I'm saying? All this. They're shinies. There's like special ones that have different colors, but it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It has the same quirky thingies, and then the battle is completely different. Like I have to fight. You see, a game like that, I definitely
see. But when you played Arceus, you were excited about that. I remember, like you was hyped that you got to like really
to be the character. Yeah,
Arceus was lit. Arceus was lit. I fucked Arceus, and I haven't like put in time to the newer Pokemon games, Scarlet and Violet. Even though I played it, I think I got like two freaking badges or whatever. But I haven't like really put time into it. So I know there's a lot of bugs and all that bullshit, but you know I don't give a fuck about that shit. I just want to play the games that I want to play. That shit.
You know what? I shit on it a lot because Scarlet and Violet are terribly made games.
Mm-hmm.
But if Game Freak didn't, try to stick to a annual Pokemon release and just
that game would have been perfect.
The time to actually just make the game and then put it out, that probably would have been the greatest Pokemon game they've made to date because the story was great. The mons they created for this generation.
The 3 things that you had to do.
The story, great. Everything was great.
The idea was perfect.
Lazily slapped together because they were rushed. They were clearly rushed. Obviously rushed.
Going back to Palworld, the fact that the Pals could have guns, you could literally ride anything that's a rideable Pal. Anything that's like a horse, like wolves, all that stuff, you could ride those. Anything that could fly, you could ride those. That to me is like perfect. Like those are things that the game is showing to you that is great. Now the complaint that I'm seeing is this part. You could capture humans.
You can capture people in those fucking balls. Yep, I've seen it.
You can capture humans and make it work for you.
People and they will work for you just like a pal. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Look at Mac's face. Everything just changed.
Can we kick Macky out because I know he's about to flip his
I
shit
swear
on
to God.
his ass.
I swear to God you can. Most of the people are white, so Macky might like that.
Let me ask you a question. When you create your character, right?
You can make him into
27 hairstyles.
You can make it into a black person.
Play this game ever. We should ban this fucking game. Actually,
no. I don't
get
think
that
so.
shit the fuck out of here.
I don't
bro.
think so. You bugging.
Slavery.
It's white people.
Pokemon,
Most of the characters are white though, so you're gonna be alright. You probably might want to play it.
The only example that I ever saw was somebody catching a white person.
All of them are white. I never seen nobody I never seen an NPC that's black, bro.
Dog.
I've seen people play for hours.
So you can catch NPCs.
NPCs,
No, not other players. NPCs, yeah.
And all
that's still wild.
I don't know that.
It is wild as hell, but it's cool though.
I don't know that.
Huh? If NPCs are white, hey.
So this is basically
the game tells you capturing a human is unhumane. Stop doing it. The game tells you, like, yo, chill, bro. But it lets you do it. But it's telling you, bro, that's not the way these are intended to be used.
I will give them credit. I will give them credit. Listen, I will give them credit if at some point later in the game you get penalized for it. Like it affects your stats, or like you're looked at as evil, so like naturally pals will start attacking you off rip, or NPCs don't want to trust you.
That'd be dope.
I mean, the game is not done.
They could probably add some shit like that. They could probably code something.
I'm not mad at that if they throw that in there. But if it's just like, you just capture niggas and make them work,
to be honest, it's hilarious. But I mean, you're doing that with the pals. You're doing the same shit.
I know, but we're talking humans.
So it's okay if he looks like a teddy bear.
It's not the same thing.
It is technically.
If he's a little blue penguin,
okay. Let's go here.
Herding like chicken and herding sheep and doing all that shit, making the horse pull the wagon.
That's not okay neither.
Whatever, vegan motherfucker. That shit.
I mean, it isn't okay, but like it just
like that shit is animals because.
It's cool. Like the fact that the game tells you, yo, you're not supposed to be doing this. It's hilarious to me.
Let me just say that shit is funny as fuck.
It's hilarious.
It's funny. That's kind of cool. Yeah. It's hilarious. Like it's fucked up, but it's fucking funny.
It's hilarious.
Like, don't be a bad person. It's like,
funny,
no, I'm gonna grab the file.
Slavery, nigga. This ain't funny. This game's banned. Where are who are those women?
You can't do. Okay. Stop.
Ban this fucking game. Get this.
Okay. So wait, give me a second. We're gonna ban that game. Let's ban every fucking game that has a gun. Let's ban every fucking game that sells drugs. It's all bad, bro.
Nigga, sell them drugs.
I mean, to be fair,
that's crazy.
If we're gonna ban POW, we gotta ban Grand Theft Auto.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
You have to. I'll ban you.
I'm just saying,
nigga. Fuck you.
Like if we're gonna talk about,
we can't watch movies about slavery. We can't do movies about slavery.
Oh, yeah, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't though.
I think if it's a story that needs to be told, it needs to be told.
The story has been told 20 million times. We don't need another story about slavery. But anyway, we could talk about that later.
Okay.
So my thing is right with.
But let me finish.
Okay, I'm sorry,
Mr. Nash. I think this game. I mean, I don't have a console and I don't have PC. I have fucking Mac, so I really can't play the game because this shit gonna fry. It's gonna fry.
Oh, fair enough.
It's gonna fry. So I'm probably not gonna play it unless I buy an Xbox. Who knows when that's gonna happen? But I think that game is super fun. The fact that you catch humans is a little bit OD, but other than that, I mean, you don't have to catch them. You can just catch pals, and that's it. Call it a day. That's all I gotta say.
The trailer makes the game look more interesting than I think it really is, because I think like the game. They have spent so much time
on the
just
graphics and shit,
making the game work, like the gameplay, the crafting, the pals, and all that other stuff. Like that, like I fail to see the fucking point.
Do you think is a mistake of them dropping it without being completely done?
No, because it's obviously done really, really well for them in the state that it's in. It's sold more than finished games.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's sold copies on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just came out on Game Pass, but it was available to purchase on Steam, and that's where a lot of the players are.
Do we know how much the retail was for it on Steam?
I did not.
I could log into my Steam and tell you.
Yeah, let's just. I just want to have an idea of that.
Yeah, get that price because I obviously just played it on Game Pass, so I didn't buy it. Now, like if I would have paid for a game like this, I would have been really mad. Like this would have been like one of those like dumb kid moments where you buy a game because the cover looks cool and then you take it home and you're like, this shit is ass. You're like, look, I wasted my one game on this one.
Fair enough. I mean, if you bought it from, like, depending on where you bought it from, you could just return it. Get your money back. Depending on where you bought it from.
Depending on where you bought it from.
Depending on what kind of parents you had. My parents wasn't returning shit.
Oh,
you're stuck.
That's yours now.
Fair enough. We Pokemon Snap the next day. Get that shit out of my house.
No, you learned to play.
Pikachu Snap. Sorry, Pikachu Snap.
Pokemon Snap. Pokemon Snap. You got killed when you said Pikachu Snap.
Yeah, that's why I tried to correct myself. Pokemon Snap. That shit got returned immediately. I don't even know why. I think it was just because Pikachu was on the cover. I was like, oh yeah, I need that shit. That's
good marketing.
I mean, they knew.
How much was it, Crispin?
Did you find out?
No, it's not loading for me. Not loading.
Well, could you find that out for me and just drop it in the chat when you can?
Yeah, no.
I mean, worst case scenario.
So while the guys are looking that up, my question to kind of tie it all together is, do you think this affects, or with the potential that we see here, do you think this is going to affect Pokemon in the long run to break the mold of what they've been doing?
Probably.
Or
not in the slightest.
I know John had already answered this question before, saying that it doesn't because, AI created the game and his other reasons. But I also agree. I think it's too early to see because the game just came out.
It's a $30 game.
Okay, cool. I have to see. $30 is actually not as cheap.
Yep, you can play it with Game Pass or buy it for $29.99.
Yeah, because games are $70 now.
Yeah, right now they're OD.
For a $30 game, I guess if you like crafting and punching Pokemon in the face.
Apparently it's a big ass world too. Like it's pretty big.
But just to answer Shawny's question, I think it's too early to tell if Pokemon is really taken aback by this. I think we have to give it some time, even though right now it's like probably one of the fastest selling games of all time. I don't know.
It's one of them. Technically, PUBG, Players Unknown Battleground is the top fast selling game in history.
So this probably has to be top 5, bro, because in 3-4 days, the 19th was like, what's today, the 22nd? That was 3 days ago. And it's already sold 5 million copies. That's insane. So I think it has to, it's time. We just need to see how this plays out. I think I think that the only reason why this and Pokemon are even in the same breath is just because
of capturing
monsters. Everything else, from what I'm hearing, and the fact that you can catch Pokemon. But from everything else and everything that I saw, this really doesn't have any, like, it's not even in the same vein as Pokemon. Like, Pokemon is, I mean, for lack of a better description, it's like just you catch them all and you try to get all the badges and eventually the Elite Four, and then you beat the game. Become the champion. That's like the basic. I don't think this game is like, I saw a fucking picture, or not a picture, a video on TikTok where they had the Palmons in the factory creating guns.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. So I don't think this is even in the same vein. I don't think Game Freak is gonna lose sleep over this shit, because they will drop another shitty Pokemon game and these motherfuckers will eat that shit up.
You know where I think they might actually like lose a couple of people is because if people like games like this, like people ate up Arceus like a motherfucker because you could craft, right? If people like this game and Pokemon doesn't bring that crafting back, or
they're losing on that
the way you capture the Pokemons back, like from Arceus, like throw the Pokeball, you don't have to like battle it type shit.
Mm-hmm.
They might lose a couple like old heads type shit. Not like John, but older than John.
So I guess for me, I'm looking at things like Roblox. I'm looking at things like Fortnite. I'm thinking about like Minecraft. Those games have been fairly successful in their craft and what they aim to do. So I can see Palworld becoming successful off of the fact that those three have been successful, and it just seems to take the Fortnite and reinventing the wheel. Yes, it is correct to say that it is not a direct comparison to Pokemon because the concept of what you do with your Pokemon are different, whereas Palworld is like you use them in battle to claim other pals, which that you can relate to Pokemon, but you can use the pals for more conventional uses and whatnot, for, like you guys said, building the guns in the factory or putting them to work, things of that nature. I just feel like Palworld kind of takes the concept of gotta catch them all and flips it into how can we flip this into a more conventional mythology. Think about, I don't know if you guys ever watched Pokemon, was it Journeys? Pokemon, John, what was the Pokemon show that was on YouTube where it showed the more mature version of Pokemon used in different ways? It was I can't remember the name of it. It wasn't Journeys, it was Evolutions.
No, it was like it wasn't Visions. What was it?
It was an anthology of Pokemon, and they had
it was an anthology series.
It was an anthology of Pokemon, and it was kind of cool. Like you got to see the police force use the Machamps to break into the Team Rockets, or you would have them use the Growlithe and the Houndours to blow. Yes, this is legit a thing. Like they use the Pokemon in ways and Lance and I don't know if it was Silver or Gold, they had broken in with them and they were trying to go through and rescue all the Pokemon and the Team Rocket aspect. So they made shorts that used the Pokemon in more conventional ways than what we were used to.
Made it more believable. Yeah.
Exactly. They made it more believable, more realistic. Do I think PAL is gonna overtake Pokemon? No way in fucking hell, because it's fucking Pokemon. Do I think PAL is a new way to reinvent the wheel, introduce it to a new generation and be successful at that? Yes. Can I see Palworld becoming successful enough where they can get some trading cards done, get some figurines made? I fucking believe it, because if we really want to talk about it, Pokemon had a lock on a lot of things. Back in the day, it was usually Pokemon cards, then Yu-Gi-Oh cards came about. Magic the Gathering was always a thing, but that was very like focused. And now you have One Piece has trading cards.
Naruto, everybody has it.
Really popular. If you haven't looked into the One Piece cards, they're blowing the fuck up.
I have One Piece cards.
They're definitely getting popular.
They're getting popular. Dragon Ball got into game on it.
Shawny again froze. And this is the time so us to do our Pokemon draft. You froze, nigga. It's over. Your shit got cut off.
Yeah. Game over. Yeah.
So now we're going to go into a Pokemon draft. Shawny, give us the
explain the draft. We're doing a Pokemon draft today. What's that about?
Yeah. All right. So to end our topic, basically, Palworld is not Pokemon. Just play what you like. Don't listen to us. To make your own judgment off of that. Like, hey.
Facts.
It's a free world. That's the beauty of today. You can play whatever the fuck you want, and you can enjoy it.
It's not free in Power, and Palworld is not free. You could get captured.
Absolutely.
Just don't be on the other end of the fucking crafted ball that is gonna turn you into
fear.
I can imagine you trying to catch an NPC and that nigga's get out of here. Slaps the ball.
And to end it and to end the conversation, if you tried to do that, if you tried to throw a in red and blue,
figured it out as an asshole.
If you try to throw a Pokeball while you were in a battle with another trainer, they would smack your Pokeball and be like, "You can't do that."
Oh, yeah, the Pokeball.
Yeah.
It's called the Pokeball, or what is it called?
Palsphere.
Like a
Palsphere.
Wow.
Guess what?
Copy that nigga say, "I'm gonna copy your homework, but don't correct the use the same answer."
And remix it, nigga. I'm a copy and remix. That's the name of the episode. Copy and remix.
We got a sphere.
It's spherical. Spherical.
Speaking of spears, let's circle back. All right, so welcome to our new series called Drafts, and to start us off, we are going to do the Pokemon Kanto draft. Mm-hmm. The way the draft works today is you're going to make a team of 3 Pokemon from Generation 1. That is gotta catch them all. Generation of Pokemon.
Oh my goodness!
Thank you, Will. The only nigga that got my joke. I appreciate you, bro. Continue.
Anyway, the rules are pick 3 Pokemon. They are based on type. Your first one will be a fighting type. Your second one will be a flying type. Your third one will be a water type. hybrids do count. For example, Charizard, most people back in the day only had him as a fire type, but now he is considered to be a flying and fire type. So you can choose that as your hybrids as far as Kanto goes. So we will start with John and then work our way around.
No. We don't have
a wheel. We have a wheel.
Oh, we do have a wheel.
It's all about luck, baby.
Let's do it.
It's got a whole wheel.
Johnny, you're not in this, right? You're not in the draft, right?
You can throw me in there. It's fine.
All right, cool. How do I spin this shit? Okay.
Who would go first?
Come on, green, baby.
No way.
You're going first.
Trying to go first.
All right.
Let's see who goes second.
Oh, so you're gonna do all
it's gonna do an order.
We playing Mario Party shit.
Keep going. Yeah.
Then
it's because
Macky.
he has the longest name. That's why he got that.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see, John. It's either me or you.
Money
It's either the
on
white guy or the black guy. And it's the black guy, baby.
I gotta go play a lot of.
All right, so I go last.
Look at RNG on our side.
All
right.
right.
We're going fighting first.
All right.
No,
so
it's you just pick
fighting,
any
flying, water.
Or do we pick any of our three things?
Any, as long as they fall within the typing, but it cannot be the same as somebody else's.
That's why we did
Oh,
order.
that's bullshit.
Come on, it would be fun if you could pick the other person's shit.
I'm at the end.
You good?
See,
good.
yeah. All right.
Well, no. So how drafts work is it'll be Shawny, me,
then me,
Crispin, John. Then John, you pick again. Then Crispin.
Yeah.
Then me. Then Shawny.
Yeah.
So then you
right?
manage
And then
Shawny.
So you're only last on the first and the third.
I'm going for fighting. I'm going with Poliwrath.
He's a fighting. He's a water and fighting
Water
type.
fighting.
He's a water fighting type. Yep.
Sheesh. Okay. For my pick, I'm going to. You said flying.
Flying, fighting,
Charizard. You didn't have Charizard. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm picking Charizard. It's my guy.
Okay.
Crispin.
I'm gonna go Blastoise.
Blastoise for water.
Blastoise,
Okay.
yeah, sure. Blastoise. It's I need. That's my favorite Pokemon. I need him on my team. Sorry.
That's fine. John.
I'm picking Starmie because if you know anything about Gen 1, you'll know that
Fucking cheat code.
Psychics are broken in Gen 1, and he's a psychic water type.
And he has access to a very diverse pool that is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, so I would go with a Starmie if we're talking Gen 1.
Okay, John, you go again.
So you have fighting or flying.
Oh, and then it goes backwards, forwards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm picking Hitmonchan.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay,
my
Mr.
fighting.
Chan.
Elemental punches, baby. Gotta have them type advantages.
Salute.
I'm all about coverage.
I clearly, you must have been the annoying motherfucker to battle.
I'm the resident Pokemon master for a reason, my friend.
Oh, brother.
It's me. I got fighting and flying, right?
Yep.
Fighting and flying.
I'm gonna take my champ. My champ is a fighter, right?
Yep. Only he's a single type. Yep.
Yes, that's a fighting type.
Okay.
All right. For I'm picking a water type. We're going to go with. I don't remember his name. I just remember.
Gotta know his name, doggy.
Fuck.
If you say it and you fuck it up, we'll just correct you and you take it.
It's the I don't remember the evolution of Psyduck. I don't remember the name.
Golduck.
Golduck.
Yes, Golduck.
That's a nice one.
Okay.
I got a hold on that.
Psychic, nigga. I pick up things. Golduck. All right, Shawny, you're up.
No stab though.
For flying, I'm gonna go with Farfetch.
That nigga flies?
Yes, he's flying. He's a bird. He's literally a bird with a leak.
No, I know, bro.
He's just
that nigga fly.
I get it. Yeah, we don't see Farfetch fly like that.
All right, Shawny, you're up. Your last pick.
Oh shit! All right, so I did fighting. Okay, damn, John, you actually took. Oh, damn, y'all took all my water types. All right, fuck it.
I'm about to tell you to Gyarados is a nice one.
Gyarados.
That is a nice
and
one.
it's funny because I could have used him for flying as well because he's considered water flying.
Nobody said we could have picked legendaries, right?
No, legendaries count. Yes, you can pick any of the 4 or 5.
I'm taking.
Crispin, you're not up. I'm next.
Oh, you are next. Go ahead.
Dang, he snatched it. He might snatch it.
No, that's fine. I just need flying.
Wait, did we skip the last one?
No, you did 2.
Everybody did 2.
No, you did. Yeah, we all had 2.
Because we did backwards. That's why I got confused.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So my fighting type is going to be Primate.
That was on my list.
I thought of that one. That was my first one.
My flying type is going to be Articuno.
Okay.
I mean, Articuno.
You would choose the Spanish Pokemon.
Facts.
One of the 3.
Articuno got to be Dominican.
Yeah, like Articuno Bacanísimo.
Yeah, he did.
That nigga had the Dominican haircut too.
I
want to put a Rican one.
You got the last pick.
Go ahead.
My last pick is Pidgeot.
Ooh, the classic.
Tough.
That's my flying
Pidgeot was hard when Ash finally got Pidgeot.
Pidgeot is just that's a good bird right there.
All right, everybody.
Dominican bird too.
Fact, they have the same haircut. All right, guys. So everybody just repeat your 3, and then people in the comments vote who has the best 3.
The best team.
The best
team.
Go ahead, Shawny.
Yep. So mine was Poliwrath for fighting, Farfetch for Poliwrath for fighting, Farfetch for flying, and Gyarados for water. But that's how it's spelled. It's mad stupid.
Go ahead.
Gyarados. It's Gyarados. That's how you spell it.
It's in Japanese. Go.
My flying type was Charizard. Water was Golduck, and my fighting was Primate.
Nice. I'm gonna go Blastoids, Machamp, and Articuno, el bacano.
And I had Hitmonchan as my fighting type, Pidgeot as my flying type, and Starmie as my water type.
Nice. You guys let us know who got the best one. If y'all niggas enjoyed the pod, we're about to let you know in our ending what you had to do. Just pay attention to what whoever one of us is talking.
One of us is gonna.
We're gonna let you know what to do. Hey! Look at me. Oh, we're gonna let you know what to do. You heard? Listen to what we say. You hear me?
Don't scare them.
Learn them.
Look, see, smiles. There we go.
What's going on, nerdy fam? We want to thank you for watching our video today. We appreciate all the love and support and the views that we get. If you want us to talk about a specific thing, let us know in the comments below. You can follow us on our YouTube at Nerdy by Nature TV. What else we got going on? We got the Spotify and Apple podcast, the Nerdy by Nature podcast. If you don't have time to watch the videos, you can listen to it on the go, on your run, working out, X, Y, and Z. You know how it goes. And then, we got our social handles. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at Nerdy by Nature TV. That's at Nerdy by Nature TV, all in one word. You know how it goes. Keep it nerdy. We love you, and goodbye.